I was looking at the profit margins. Profit margins, if you're doing good with like online, is like 20 to 30. And then when we were doing it, when it was just me, I was like 80% profit margins with the marketing company.
Yep.
And I was like,
damn.
I mean, ding, ding,
Damn.
ding. I know which one I'm gonna try to grow. So
Very
for
cool.
like mental capacity, I just got rid of the other ones.
And this was before somebody broke your brain and made you realize that you could hire people to do your job for you, right? Yeah, I went on a similar journey. Like my agency peaked at $42,000 a month, huge margins. I was like, I'm king of the world, except I'm working 14 hours a day, Sunday through Sunday, and I have premature gray hairs, and I don't have time to do anything else, right? You definitely lose like your emotional capacity to care, right? And you're like,
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. Like it's just too much time and not enough money, or vice versa, right? But then somebody broke my brain. Like, you're allowed to hire people to do other stuff. Like you can hire people to call back your leads so you don't have to, right? Like you can have VAs, you can have like project managers, you can have built out a whole team, which you have the ability to do when you have 80% margins on your contracts, which we can talk about a bit later on. But what was like your first Facebook ads as a service client that you got?
So it was a car dealership, and I used like dirt lot car dealership.
Like
right?
not like a classy one, right? Like they ain't selling
Nah.
Cadillacs, right? This is like your 1998 Honda Accord, right?
Yes, but the dude sold just pickup trucks, right? So we're in the
good.
South. So his thing was like his niche was just pickup trucks. So
How did
yeah,
you
that
end
was
up?
my very.
How
What's
did you
that?
get him to pay you money? How did you find that client? What was that like? Was it a referral? Tell me more. Get into details. All that stuff.
Yeah, so he was actually a friend of mine, business owner that I went to church with, and we just started talking. And so me being like my background in sales and in marketing and healthcare, like going door knocking, I was kind of already good at like convincing people that um, they need what I have to offer,
Yeah.
right? So that was kind of easy for me. Back then, there was no like guarantees, there was no fancy demos. It was just me and someone else. We actually he invited us over for crabs and like lobster, and so we were cracking crabs. And you can't make this stuff up.
Just
We were
breaking
cracking,
bread with my clients and all that stuff.
yeah,
That's
we were
awesome.
cracking crabs, and I was like $500 a month, and then $300, $300 to $500 in ad spend. I'll run your ads for you. He was like, all right, let's get started Monday. It's like, let's do it.
Oops.
Yeah.
Got a client. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
so what was that conversation like? Was it really like, I'm doing Facebook ads? You're like, oh, I need Facebook ads. Was it like, you need more customers? I can get you more customers. Like, what did that, that like mini pitch look like? Or you just didn't even know? It was just like a flow of a conversation.
Yeah. So back then it wasn't as structured as like my demos are now. It was just more of like, hey, I'm running Facebook ads. These are the results that I'm seeing. This is a really, really cool way to get in front of your customers.
Yeah.
Right. The way I kind of pitched it, and I still kind of do, but really like a year and a half ago, it was, okay, radio's too expensive.
Yep.
TV's too expensive. We're not really sure if like the magazines work. And like Facebook advertising, everyone is on their phone. Probably, I don't even know. I mean, you have those apps like Apple tells you like you're on your phone for like 6 hours a day, right?
It's too much. Whatever
It's
it is,
too much,
it's always too
right?
much. Yeah.
So they're scrolling through Facebook, scrolling through Instagram. Essentially, what you're going to do is try to put an ad in front of them. There's people out there interested in your service. Just try to get them to raise their hand and say that they're interested. Get their first name, last name, email, and you follow up, and potentially they can be a customer.
Gotcha.
So it was just like it's like, hey, you need to be on like social media marketing. Like everyone's doing it. It's like the best bang for your buck, right? So pay me instead of you trying to figure it out yourself.
So I really like that phrase, you just pay me instead of you trying to figure it out. I think like before I had like a real demo and like that really showed pains and onboarding docs and all that, I was trying to convince the world that it was possible. Like, of course you can do it. Everybody's doing it. You should be doing it too. It's amazing. They go like, I don't give a shit. And then they just walk out the door. I never actually presented them the opportunity to pay me money to do it for them. I was trying to like convert the unconvertible or something like that. It's like, no, man, just tell them that that this is a problem. This is a thing. And you can pay me to do it for you without having to like change their lives and upend it and stuff like that. It's the same reason why personal trainers and plastic surgeons have business. It's like, you need to lose 18 pounds. I can either suck the fat out of you or like, I can walk you through the exercises. Which one do you want? instead of having to like have somebody become an expert in PhDs, which is what I think people think that they need a PhD to do this type of stuff. They really don't, right? It's not that hard.
Mhm.